guys. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing an intro video to my new little KonMari series. So if you've never heard of KonMari, I should have grabbed my book. My book is downstairs and it is The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. And then the method that she used is nicknamed the KonMari method. So I went and just finished the book, and as I was doing so, I took 10 pages of notes, and this is just going to be an intro video kind of explaining what her methods are and just stuff like that. So the first thing in her overall message is keep things that spark joy. So when you pick something up, does it make you happy? Basically that's what it is. And oh, sorry, I'm wearing my glasses. Got pink eye. Super fun. Anyways, so what you want to do first, organize by category, not by room. And that's where a lot of people make the mistake, is going by category or by rooms and not categories. And so when you go by rooms, you are just tidying this area up. But when you go by category, you can actually see the overall amount of items you have. First, start with clothes, and then it's books, and then paper, and then she has a section called kimono, and then sentimentals. So it kind of goes in order of easiest to hardest, because definitely sentimental things are a lot harder for people to get rid of. So what you do is, so for your first category, your clothes, you collect all of the clothes that are yours, obviously, in your house, and take them out of everything and put them on the floor. So when I'm doing this, so my first video up I think will be my clothes. I did not film my books just because I don't have a lot of books. And then my next video I believe will be bathroom, which is kind of going out of her order of how you're supposed to do it. Not positive what I was talking about. Oh, my bathroom. So how you're supposed to do things by category and not by room. Because my bathroom, it's just mine, and I am a child in a family, if that makes sense. I mean, I'm not a child, but this is not my home. It's easier for me to do it for my categories, if that makes any sense at all. But so what you do is then you take everything out of your closet, out of your drawers, and you put it all on the floor, which I kind of didn't do for my clothes just because I do have a lot of them, as you'll see in the next video, and I am OCD and couldn't do it. I already have my things nicely hung and organized, and so I just went through every single piece of clothes, and you want to hold each item, and that's the thing. One of the reasons why you put stuff on the floor, one is because then you can see the amount of things you actually have, and the other is because you want to hold every item and see just within the first 10 seconds, does it spark joy? Does it make you happy to hold it? So I know it's kind of a weird concept. A lot of organization things are have you used them in the last 6 months, or something like that. But this is just purely, does it make you happy? So go by category, put everything on the floor. Does it make you happy? So you want to first put everything, discard everything and then put it away, not as you discard, put away. If that makes sense, you want to do this in one big haul. You want to do all of your clothes in one day, and so your clothes in your closet, your clothes in your your out of season clothes, everything like that, you want to do it all at once. So then one of the things that I read, which I kind of can feel when I'm getting rid of things sometimes, is if you have a piece of clothing that you never even took the tag off, or a book that you never even read, you kind of feel bad getting rid of it, because it's you didn't even, you spent money on it and you haven't even got to put any use to it. but you don't want to keep something just for that reason. You have to think that like it doesn't spark joy now, but when you bought it, it did, and that's the purpose of that item, if that makes sense. She's really into, which it's kind of different for me, but like thanking your home when you come home, like thank you for being my shelter, and just having like respect for your things, and like the way that she folds things, there is a specific way. It's like you don't wad your socks up, you fold them because they've been on your feet all day and they need time to rest and stuff like that, which it's just a different approach than what I'm used to. But it's something that I can try to think about. But so when you're getting rid of something that you haven't even used before, you need to think about it like it has already served its purpose. Being in your closet and not being used or never being read or anything is not doing it justice and serving its purpose, and it already served its purpose by giving you the joy when you bought it. So not only did it already serve its purpose by giving you the joy when you bought it, but it also serves a purpose of letting you know what you don't like. And so it's not, because I know that a lot of times, I'm like, oh, I don't want to get rid of it because I haven't even worn it yet or whatever. But like, it taught you what you don't like. It taught you not to buy that sweater again, so you don't make that mistake again. There are hard things in the easy categories and getting into the hard categories like sentimentals and stuff like that. You have to think of a couple questions. One is, why did you have it in the first place? Like, what was its purpose to begin with? Two, when did you get it? Was it yesterday? Was it 5 years ago and you still haven't used it at all? Or is it something new that you just haven't had a chance to wear or read or whatever? What role does it play in your life? And why'd you never use it? She says it's kind of like a little ceremony for your clothes and all of your items. I just keep saying clothes because that's just what I keep thinking of. But that you should dress for the occasion. She says that when she goes to clients' homes that she is never in sweats or anything. She's always in a dress and a blazer, because you should be celebrating that you're getting rid of all these things and that it's a celebration for the items that have their new life. And so you thank it for the joy that it gave you when you bought it, and then you thank it for teaching you what you didn't like. So overall, to truly enjoy the items that you have, you need to discard the ones that you don't have so you can fully appreciate the ones that you have. Then just some kind of overall things towards the end of the book, like it was wrapping up stuff. One of the things that it said was, things that we really like don't change. Putting your house in order is a great way to discover what you truly like. So she was talking about one of her clients. They had a huge assortment of books. And once you start going through and getting rid of the things that you don't like anymore, you're left with the things that you do really, really enjoy. And it can help you like change your life kind of, because like you can see the categories and the types of things that you actually enjoy. And like all of those books that her client was getting rid of left only books of a certain type that she then changed her career into that type of job, and she really enjoyed it. Another one of the magical effects of tidying is confidence in your decision-making capabilities. Once you have, because trust me, there are a lot of things in your house, even if you're organized like me, there's just a boatload of stuff. So going through thousands of items and thinking each time to yourself, does this spark joy? Does this spark joy? Does this make me happy? Do I like this? You get really confident in making decisions. And even like when you're buying things, like when you try on a shirt, normally I just try it on. I'm like, oh, do I think I like this? Like, would I wear this? Could I, get this in like a cute outfit? And then you have to think, does this make me happy putting it on? Like, do I feel good when I wear this? And so it just helps with your decision making. So one of the things that she talks about is when you can't let something go, it's one, either because attachment to the past or fear of the future. And so, that's what it really boils down to, is you're keeping it because it's something from your past. It's birthday cards, it's something like that from your past, but don't you want to be living in the future, or is it fear of the future? Like, oh, one day I might need this. And something that she talks about is that if you think someday I might need this, so I'm going to keep it, you should get rid of it, because it is 1,000 times easier to go out and buy something that you know you need than to have random things cluttering your life that you may need. So get things that you do need when you need them. That makes sense. And then last, approach towards, like, this is one of her approaches towards possessions. 1, you face them now. 2, you face them sometimes. And 3, you avoid them until you die. And obviously her thing is to approach them now, or face them now. And so you can be able to see what's actually important to you and what things you like. And if you approach them now, it's a weight lifted off your shoulders, and you never have to look at that stupid basket of books for a million more years. So a few last little notes. Disposing of things that you later need. So she says that this has come up a few times, but that it's never an issue. So going through like paper and stuff, some of her clients have gotten rid of things that they needed later, and there's always a solution, and you can get to that solution much, much quicker because you have decluttered. So you don't have to go through a million papers trying to see if you even have that paper to begin with. Once you've decluttered and got rid of everything that you don't need anymore, you can see that you don't have that paper and that you can take action quickly. So call the company, call your friend, call whoever, and retrieve that information again, instead of stressing over, even in the beginning, trying to find it. Last thing is saying without a doubt, I really like this. Like when you get excited and you just like, it's just your thing. Like no matter what anyone else says, you keep it. If your first reaction is, oh my gosh, like I love that, but it's something weird or something like different, no, who cares? You should always keep it because this is what makes you happy. So that is my closing for this video. So like I said, I will have more videos up for this little mini series on my channel. If you guys like it, definitely leave me comments down below telling me what specific types, like the clothes. Obviously I said I'm gonna show you clothes, but like books or paper or sentimentals or whatever. But yeah, so I hope you guys like this. It's really been an interesting process for me so far. So yeah, and make sure to subscribe, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.